Bhagavad Gita. Om Jaya Bhagavad Gita. Hariya Kamala Viharini.
Hariya Kamala Viharini.
Sunara Supunite. Om Jaya Bhagavad Gita.
Thank you very much, Excellency Ambassador Gusti Ngurah Puja, the Honorable Rasa Acharya Dharmayasa, Guruji, the Honorable the Chief of Committee, the Honorable Speakers, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen. Om Swastiastu, Namaste, Pranam. Good evening. First of all, I would like to say my greeting to all of you in the anniversary of the 5,157 Bhagavad Gita Jayanti, Jai Bhagavad Gita. Secondly, I would like to thank you very much to the committee that gave me a chance to give a speech in this very important event, the Bhagavad Gita Jayanti. My topic today is the Bhagavad Gita as way of life. As we know that the Bhagavad Gita, as you know, as the Sanatana Dharma, the eternal truth. More than 5,000 years, Bhagavad Gita was spoken out by Lord Krishna to Arjuna in Kurukshetra before the war spread out. Although more than 5,000 years passed, but Bhagavad Gita still exists around the world, not only among the Hindu, but also for all of the good people that believe in the God. And of course, the Bhagavad Gita just not for Arjuna, that for all of human beings around the universe. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna gave me wonderful message to the human being, public through Arjuna, about the mystery of the world and how to lead a meaningful life by following Dharma. It's cover topics such as how to control one, to know about soul and ourselves, about God, practice of yoga, devotion, sacrifice, character for performing our job, and moksha, etc. Lord Krishna give message to the truth can never be destroyed. So one should not be afraid of telling truth and doing good. All desire, feeling, and thoughts are born in mind, which lead attachment, a cause of anger. Desire and anger, the greatest enemy of a person, but there is a misconception in understanding about not having one mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. According to the teaching of Bhagavad Gita, one are bound to exist. Arjuna asked question to Lord Krishna out of desire. Lord Krishna explained in detail. So having one is not a problem, but one should have full control over his one. Whether one should be better one or not is the hand of concerned person. That is the message of the Bhagavad Gita as the way of life. I would like also explain about what is stated in Bhagavad Gita, especially in chapter 3, verse 24. Lord Krishna says to Arjuna, in every purpose of this sense, a fixed affection and dislike, a wise man should not fall in power of this stupidity, for they are the enemies of man. Lord Krishna says, because man has sense and sense organ, looking the object of sense, he get illusion and is deluded. Lord Krishna said, do not be swayed about attraction and repulsion, affection and aversion, like and dislike, love and hate. It's difficult for me to explain every verse of Bhagavad Gita, but for more understand about who am I, our body consists of 24 elements, 5 sense, 10 object of sense, 5 elements, or material or Panchamahabhuta, and 4 last element of 24 element is a mind, intellectuality, soul or jivatman, and ego or ahamkara. Ego is strongest one rather than another element of ours, as well as explained in Bhagavad Gita. Besides that, also in chapter 14, verse 5, stated there are 3 kinds of gunas or 3 gunas, namely sattvam, rajas, and tamas. Rajas is very strong also, very dominant between the sattvam. Secondly, do the duty sincerely and live the result of God. Already mentioned by Ambassador. For me, the first of Bhagavad Gita, especially chapter 2, verse 47. Karmani evadikaraste, mapalesu kadachana, makarma pala eturbur, mate sangos tua akarmani. All of us already know we cannot have right to action alone, but not to its fruit. Your motivation should not be a fruit of action, nor should be attached in action. Another part of my explanation also about control our desire. We have to stabilize our mind by overcoming desire. Our mind is the seat of our desire, thoughts and feeling. This is very difficult to control our desire. As many verses also in Bhagavad Gita explain about how to control our ego. To become egoless is very, very important to all of us. And also, I would like to explain about many activity or all of us as a Hindu, of course. That's explained in chapter 3, verse 35 of Bhagavad Gita. Srayan swadharmo vigunas, paradharma swanusistat. Swadharme nidadan srayan, paradharmo bahayavaha. That means we have to perform our faith or our religion or our belief, not to perform another belief, another faith or another religion. It's the mention also in Bhagavad Gita. Another, I would like to explain also, spend some time in pranayama. It's very best for us to control our health and so on. And also, we have to control our activities in meditation, prayer, moderation in food, sleep, speech, exercise, recreation, and elimination of stress. If we can control all of this, we have to become Bhagavad Gita as the way of life of ours. I don't have take more time because very difficult to explain in short time about the Bhagavad Gita, especially very important verse about Bhagavad Gita. For the last conclusion, in my conclusion, the Bhagavad Gita should become the way of life for all of us. To become the way of life, we have to perform how to live in the right life based on Bhagavad Gita, in the path of karma, yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, and sannyasa yoga. Before I close my speech, I would like to give to all of you very short story about the relation of God and demon from different eras of Satya Yuga to Kali Yuga. When Satya Yuga, God and demon stayed in different planet, God's planet and demon's planet. In Dwapara Yugas, God and demon stayed in one planet, but in two countries, Ayodhya and Lanka. In Treta Yuga, God and demons stayed in one family, Kauravas or Astina kingdom. But in Kali Yuga, God and demons stayed in one person, ourselves. So why Lord Krishna advised to all of us have to control ourselves as strong as possible, because God and demon were in all of us. But the important one was what Lord Krishna said, implementation and practicing what is said in Bhagavad Gita is important one, rather than reading and preaching. Hence, one should concentrate in implementation part rather than just reading and preaching Bhagavad Gita. That is all my my speech. Thank you very much for your attention. And Om Shanti, 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 Om.
Om Santi, Santi, Santi. Om. Thank you so much, General Wayan Midhio, for very inspiring speech. Indeed, he reminded us how beautiful and sacred the dialogue between Arjuna and Krishna during the early of Bharata Yuddha. And also he touched upon the aspect of desire, anger, misconception, way of life, the egoless, and moderations. And finally, he reminded us about how we should control ourselves. It's beautiful speech. Now, I would like to move to the next speaker. I would like to invite speaker from India, Professor Upender Rao. You with us, Professor?
Yeah, namaste.
Namaste.
Swasti astu.
You have the floor, Prof.